there, Victor Penniman here with the Ruby Gamba, which is an electric bowed guitar based on the historical viola da gamba. Today I'd like to introduce players of bowed guitars of all sorts to my variation of the historical viola da gamba bow grip. There are many variants of this bow grip that are depicted in treatises and iconography. But this is the one that I've settled on that I like the best. It works pretty well for me. The point of this particular type of bow grip is to actually manipulate the hair, to actually tighten it and loosen it with your fingers, which is much different from the overhand grip where you're in contact mostly with the stick, and well, completely with the stick, and the hair is manipulated through the stick. This is quite direct, and somehow this seems to work best, I think, I'm not alone, for guitar-like instruments that we're bowing. We'll do a comparative bow grip video at a later date. So the whole point of this is to get a plucked attack when you start your bow stroke, and the treatises actually refer to this. And so if you've been playing guitar for a long time, you know how to pluck string sounds like. You know that sudden onset, that nice crisp and clear, almost bell-like tone that we're trying to get, right? So that's the same thing you're trying to get, only through the bow. So what you want to do is get your, what I've done is, it's a lot like holding chopsticks. What you do is take the bow and set it on, so the stick is on this knuckle right here, and then the hair will be across that knuckle right there. You have to find the balance point, so you may have to move back and forth a little bit. And don't worry about losing bow hair. That's not a problem. You'll be able to sustain notes for as long as you like once you have worked on this for a little while, regardless of how much bow hair you have left over. So once you've got it like this, then let the index finger kind of curl over the top of the bow, like the top of the stick, like that, and bring these two fingers, your middle and ring fingers, onto the hair like that. So what you're going to do is actually have them on the hair so that you can pull it like that. And your thumb should brace on the stick. Hopefully your stick has a little bit of an octagonal surface. Some don't. That's all right. Not a problem. But that angle right there, that's where you really want your thumb, so that you can push against it, and then you can move the stick, or move the hair rather, like that. See what I'm doing? So now, to get that plucked sound, what you're going to do is set the bow on the string, and then kind of wiggle it back and forth a little bit. Feel it grab the string, and then with your right hand, give it a little pluck with that middle and ring finger, and as you pluck, start the bow moving. Boom, just like that, and then give it away at the end. It's kind of thing we do. Hear how nice and pop that sound is. That's the kind of pluck that you want to get. And then of course try it down bow as well. Now you'll notice that I started in what would traditionally be called an up bow stroke, right? Hey, here comes the dog. We'll keep that in there. Just as you're playing guitar, right? That's your downstroke, right? So we're gonna keep consistent with that with the bow. So that's your strong stroke, and then that way, so that you can roll chords. And you get your nice, clear, clean. Now, those of you who are playing Jonathan Wilson's guitar viols, the way those are set up is to be tilted quite a bit more like this. Now, part of bowing is using gravity. Gravity is definitely your friend to hold the bow in place. However, when you roll over to the high strings, that's not always possible. However, this bow grip works just fine with the guitar viol. As you can hold it onto the string quite nicely with the ring and middle fingers. It sticks right on there and does the trick. So there it is, and here's a little demo of what you can do with it. was helpful. We'll be posting some other stuff from time to time about bowing and about bowed guitars and their relatives. And so we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.